wanting to do something else while I remember. Give me a moment. Just make that a bit like that. So bring this here a little bit. Maybe bring this over a little bit. Oh, look at that. Absolutely awful. I'll probably get rid of that later because it's just temporary. I need to add this. Just do this like so. And then temporary webcam. There we go. Okay. So let's just make it a nice shit color. No, that's fine. Hi zombie. Just gonna put that like there. Look at that. Beautiful. I could I say it's temporary because my usual one is I mean I'm using a different webcam entirely. That webcam, hello, that's my old webcam, because I need to connect. My new webcam is a USB-C, and for one reason or another I no longer have access to a USB-C port on my computer, and so I've ordered a new adapter, which was arriving today, but it hasn't arrived yet. And so I'm just using that one. And instead of taking it off its tripod, I'm leaving it there. So that's the temporary webcam. I might actually make it just a tad bigger. There we go. Hi, Carl, by the way. What's the warning you got from my stream? You got a maybe if you find you're getting warnings. You need warnings for my streams because the Twitch has now said that I need to give warnings out. And as much as I find it humorous that as much as I find it stupid, I don't want to piss off Twitch just yet. And so I've had to do it. It's been implemented for a while, but they've now officially wrote it into the rules. So they had it there for a while so you could get used to it, and now it's part of the rules. Which is something. It's not really a problem. It'll be alright. But I do find it funny that I do have the sexual themes one ticked, just because I'm scared that someone might get annoyed if I say the word cock and pussy. In terms of the TF2 update, zombie, I haven't actually played Saxon Hale mode yet, or Saxton Hale mode. I've only played a couple of the maps last night with my friend. In fact, I don't know how to access Saxton Hale mode because it was there the other day. Where's it gone? Is it here? No. Did they remove it? I can't show off my cup today without spilling everything all over me. But yes, loving cock does have its consequences, Carl. Now we can't. No longer can we freely spout jokes and japes about funny penises and cum. Can't do that anymore. Twitch said no. Bad. And so my already meager ad revenue is going to be even more meager. Probably. Stop saying cum, you'll get us banned. But no, it is what it is. It's a thing, you know. It's not a problem. I thought it was going to be a bigger problem than it is, but it isn't. It's just a check. It's just when someone joins the stream, it just says this person's going to say the penis word a few times. You know, this person's not not afraid to say fuck. Are you all right with that? I thought it was going to be a little bit more, you know, substantial, but it doesn't seem like it's a problem. I feel like it should be something that you could set in your own setting as that you don't care. You know what I mean? I don't see why I can't just have it automatically set so I don't have to select that. I haven't played this map yet. Hold on. Yesterday you caught an old man scouting / stalking on his balcony windows, and people so to surprise him you wanted to look at him yourself with your binoculars, but it was come when you looked. That if I was a stalker, that would terrify me. I have legally I have to explain that I'm not a stalker. That is always I think that's always the one thing that I think I've always wanted to do. If ever I noticed someone was if ever I noticed someone was staring at me, just to stare back at them. I'd be too afraid. I'd be too scared to. It's not happened yet. I do occasionally look out my window. Not like this might be a little bit schizo of me, but occasionally I look out my window and we're like, I'll just fucking do that to the window, just in case someone is like invisible and watching me or whatever. Sometimes I do just like staring outside just in case someone's got like a drone or something watching me. It could happen this day and age. You know, we're in a day and age now where you could get, you know, even on the second floor you're no longer safe while, you know, whacking off. Drones and just people. There's also like, I kind of live on the edge of a valley. Like I can see quite far. There is like, it dips down, and then over there somewhere there's some more houses, and I'm always convinced that like someone's got like a guy in there. Yeah, there is. I'm convinced that there's like a pervert with a long pervert lens just watching me from afar. I got no proof of that. I got no proof of that. You know, the closest thing I could even have to proof would be the closest thing I could have to proof is when I occasionally look out my window and we'll see like a glint, like a sun glint off something. Usually I assume that's just like a window or a solar panel or something, and not a pervert. As much as I'd like to be able to say that I've got a pervert stalking me from 4 miles away. I don't like getting random crits, but not for the reason that you might think. I don't like getting random crits because I'm usually not expecting them because they're random, and so I feel like I waste them. You see that? You probably didn't. I just had an absolutely epic reflect on that sniper. It was complete accident. Should I turn the game up? Turn the game up a little bit. Maybe not that much. Maybe like there. I got an absolute epic reflect on that sniper. You wouldn't have noticed. To be fair, I didn't either, but I did. Your room can be seen from over Templar's apartments, or around Templar's apartments. I suppose that is a problem with living in in apartments, is that you're not as much privacy as you can have. You don't get that much. I just walk around nude all the time. Just have no, like, you know, it's their fault for looking through your window, you know. Just let it all hang out. Should I turn streamer mode on? I don't know. Do you mind? I'm looking at whether or not I'm supposed to be afraid. Hope I just walked into that one. But yeah, luckily I haven't had to worry about anyone looking through my window. I can look into next door's garden. I can look down. Yeah, for the most part, I just see their dogs walking around, but I can see they've got a very small garden, so I can actually basically see the entire thing. I can perv on them. I can be the pervert. The pervy has become the pervert. Really putting that sexual themes tag to the test. I got fucking shit falling out my nose. Go away, go away, go away. Go away, go away. I'm trying to play Team Fortress 2 on the PlayStation 3. RIP to the PlayStation 3 servers. Was voyeurism peeping or being raunchy outdoors? Voyeurism is the peeping one. That's the watching. I don't really know what being raunchy outdoors is, apart from public indecency, really. You could say dogging, but dogging's the act of going out looking for people doing things in public. But to be fair, I use it interchangeably with just doing things in public. Because the idea of dogging is that you go dogging because it's got that name because you go out with a dog specifically, so you can go to places that you wouldn't usually go on your own, because you can be like, oh, the dog brought me here, and now I can see a man getting his dick sucked. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what just doing it outside would be called. There we go. You don't know what apartment means for you, but in your country, most people live in tall buildings, just as 11 stories. Yeah, that's basically what I was imagining. We don't really have too many apartments around here. Some people will refer to as some people will refer to them as a flat. There's a couple around here, but they're not like huge tall blocks. It's like 4 stories high at most. And they're like council houses, so they belong to the government. And so they're not very good. I'll let this piss wash off. I don't like the idea of living in an apartment personally, unless like you're living at the very top. But even then, I probably wouldn't like living at the top, just because it's it'd be scary, wouldn't it? I know some places it's more essential than others. Like you live in a post-Soviet nation, or places like that, then you're more likely to probably live in old apartment buildings. Personally, I'd prefer to live in a house, maybe a bungalow, just somewhere that, you know, I at least get some privacy. I don't like the idea. I'd feel I'd feel bad, because what I'd do is I'd feel bad because I already feel bad about making too much noise. I got like I said, neighbor. There's behind this wall here. This one here is my neighbor's house. Like, there's no gap between it. It's a terraced house, and so I'm always concerned about making too much noise. And I'd be even more concerned if I've got people above and below me, and possibly to the sides of me. When's the cock? Sorry, when's the camera facing cock, or the cock camera? Do you want a cock camera? You're not getting one. Just because I have sexual themes checked now does not mean you can have a cock camera. Is there a way of me holding this cup so you can... No, you can't. It's too low quality. You don't get a cock camera. What are you doing? What's going on here? Just gonna. Alright. I'm quite pleased with this update in Team Fortress. And when I say that, I mean I've only really played a little bit, and the maps that I have played I've quite liked. I as well as most people, I think, are big fans of the map where you just feed a seal. And it's just whoever can feed the most fish to the seal before the game ends. Well, no, the game ends when whoever hits the amount. If I ever get like a pet chicken, like a male chicken, Carl, you can have a cock cam then. I'll get a cock cam then. Is that would that suffice? Did it again. I didn't get the kill with the reflect that time, but I reflected it. I'll have a look in here. This looks like it's shining for a reason. They want me to try and get in there. There's no way you don't want me to try. How dare you light it up if you don't want me going in there? Use a bread cock camera. You will get the bread cock camera when I throw one. This just in. You know, you forced me to say it. I don't have one. It fell off. I suffered from hypothermia as a child. It went black and fell off. I've had the nearby lake froze over, and I was on my way in from school, and I wanted to. Me and my friends were playing around. There's like this island in the middle of the lake, and we all wanted to. You know, we were trying to get. You know, meant to. The school would tell us all the time that we're not meant to go on the lake if it's frozen because it's not actually that thick, and we didn't listen. We wanted to see what was on that island. There was rumours around the school that there was like an old abandoned boat on there, and we wanted to find out. I fell through the ice and got hypothermia. Cock fell off. Still at the bottom of the lake. I was in there for 30 minutes. You know rooster in your country is spelled dick, and in French they say cock. Hey, we sometimes call, you know, we'll call a rooster a cock. Well, maybe I'm thinking of cockerel. That might be a different breed altogether. I think I kind of want to get a pet chicken. I think it'd be cool. They're just fun little things. Not like to eat. I wouldn't kill it. I'd let it live a full happy life. Just like I don't think you're allowed. I don't know if you're meant to or allowed to hold just to have just one chicken. I think in the UK if you've got an animal that's considered a social animal, you're not allowed just one of them. It's considered animal cruelty. So I don't know if chickens are social animals, but I think it'd be fun to own one. They're just funny little creatures, aren't they? Right, I'm leaving. I'm injured. I wouldn't be able to kill it. Like if it got to a point, I'm terrified of like when I like, live on my own. You know how like occasionally you just end up finding like small animals near your house, and like injured animals. I'm terrified. I have no idea what I'm gonna do if ever I find like a dying bird, because I couldn't kill it, but I also probably couldn't look after it either. What? Basically gives a gold prospector a tracer. What? I don't know what sentence you're trying to say there, Carl. Spy? What was that spy hoping to achieve? Other than mild irritation of himself. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm a prospector. I'm gonna go start a gold rush in the Black Hills of America again. I'm gonna take even more land from the Native Americans. There's gold in them there hills. I got myself a nugget the size of a dog. Just keep dying, going down there and dying. It's a horrible joke point. I got myself a golden tooth. I found it in the jar of my neighbor. And I'm gonna sell it on the market. What's that noise? I set fire to a spy. Fuck off. Did he dead ring? Dead rang? Is me, the dead ranger. Even when I dropped my dick in the lake, I gave the gold prospector a big reward. Yeah, he's panning for gold and he gets my monster dong. He comes along, this is like 15 years later, and finds a perfectly preserved black, like decapitated penis. He dances. I'm just, yeah, I hit someone with my flare. I don't know what. Let's go in here. Yoo-hoo. Anyone? No, okay. Never mind, just leave. I'm just reflecting over and over again in hopes that something gets reflected into someone. There's a... Ah. I'm panning for gold and I found the small penis of a man. He dances. Imagine if I go to a retirement home when I get old. Fred, what's your backstory? Cock and balls. Yeah. That's already what my backstory is, to be fair. I don't really have a story to tell, you know what I mean? Got a thing, yeah. My story is my story is just, yeah. Just the word cock and balls over and over again. Add a few testicles in there for spice. Maybe maybe a couple speckles of semen. Oh, don't mind if I do. Where am I? I'm here. Bed goes down. Got a. I got like a Simpsons core sort of music playing at the moment. I spent most of this round dead. This isn't the most fun part to play as the attacker, I'll be completely honest. Choke points are always annoying in this game. Because you either get through them immediately or you just sit with your head against the wall for the whole time. How many... What do we... I don't know. I zoned out. I hope there's nothing, like, bad on show there. Hit. Yeah, bed goes up. Hit. I'm gonna go get some health. Isn't this game on mobile? No. This is PC only. Well, no, it's not. It's technically on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. But just the other day, actually, the servers got turned off in the Xbox and PS3 versions. Actually, I think it was just the PS3 versions. Although, funnily enough, people say that this game people say that this game got forgotten. But the Xbox and PlayStation versions of this game really got forgotten. They were working on a much older version of the game. I don't even think they got the hat update, which was like one of the first major updates for this game. It was kind of like they put it on Xbox because they kind of had to. And they kind of just forgot about it. You think it's dead, you only see me playing it. That's impressive, because there's 230 people watching Team Fortress 2 right now. That would mean that I have 237 people watching me. This game is trying to die, but there's a concerted effort of a group of people who don't want it to and refuse to let it die. But actually, this update did actually see it hitting record player numbers. It hit 200,000 concurrent players yesterday. I imagine that it's probably gone down significantly since then. But it's still very impressive to see that that's the most players that this game has ever seen. I think it got over that. It's like 230,000 concurrent players. It's not a dead game. No matter what, if anyone ever says to you Team Fortress is dead, they're lying to you. People just want to see the downfall of this game. This game is great. And will never die, no matter how hard the haters try. We won't let it go. Why are we kicking this like random person who joined from their team? Did we just not like him? I'll vote yeah. I love democracy. The data on your War Thunder account was corrupted, so you have to wait like a week to play it again. Snails attacking you for not spending a dime on them. I assume you've got to re-download it. That's the problem. It's not dead. It's got more people playing it than War Thunder. Probably. That means that War Thunder's a dead game. Alright, I'm gonna requeue. I think I might actually turn streamer mode on just in case. There we go. War Thunder's not even close to being a dead game. Yeah, but it's probably got maybe like 140,000 people playing it right now, I imagine. Which, if we look at the Steam charts, yeah. If we look at Team Fortress 2 Steam charts, we can see that it currently has Team Fortress 2 currently has 147,000 people playing it. It's the 6th most played game on Steam. Which is actually, I find that impressive, that it remains like the 6th or 7th most played game on Steam, like all the time. Which I find very impressive. Because by all accounts, this game should have died by now. I'll be honest. Oh, this is the map with the seals on it that you gotta feed. Let's play. Just play Battle NG. Because I can, and it annoys people. Do I have a Battle NG loadout? No, I do not. There we go. That's so new. War Thunder's not included. People hate it. They'll keep playing it or War Thunder play the Hypnotized. That is true. Then again, I haven't played it. I haven't played it in a while. I played it, well, actually no, if you were to see my Steam account, you would see that I did technically play it the other day. But that was because I was testing something out. What is going on here? Is this... What is going on? Excuse me. His physics and weapons are bad. What? War Thunder? I think they work fine. The only thing wrong with War Thunder's physics are like traction. Or the traction on tanks, because they've had to play with that to make it usable. To make the maps not too crazy. Team Fortress physics are fun. They're not bad, they're fun. The physics in Team Fortress are fun because you can rocket jump. You can rocket jump, you can sticky jump, you can do other kinds of jumps. It's a game for fun. It's not a game for sweaty nerds like those of you that play War Thunder. Look, does War Thunder have this? Is this in War Thunder? No. This is a fat fucking seal. And he's on the way. Look at him. He's a happy seal. How dare you? Hi Zaka. This camera angle is just temporary. If people really like it, then I'll keep it. But I'm just saying that it's this camera. If it's something that people actually want, I'll keep hold of it. But I like having a camera that people can see. I like having a camera that I can look into. I don't like the idea of having two webcams on screen.
3, 2, 1.
Excuse me. Look at the seals there again. Everyone, like no one, people like stop fighting to go watch the seal. I get pushed by it. No, okay. Look how happy it is. They're having stupid children. Why seal? No one knows. I don't think anyone knows why the seal is here. But whoever made this map decided that there should be a seal. The actual game mode is that you have to go and feed it. You kill other players to get buckets of fish just for some reason that you then have to feed to the seal, and it's whoever feeds it the most. Don't do it. No. Stop it. And then it swims off to sea, look. And we can shoot it to death. Blink. Yeah, the people don't really know what to do with this. People don't really know what to do with this game. I don't think. Well, I mean, this server in particular is just turned into a sort of a pseudo-friendly server. And then I'm gonna queue for a new one just because I'm. Just because I want to actually play. But yeah, I'll have a I've got for the webcam thing. I've got a new cable arriving today. It may have already arrived, to be honest. But yeah. I haven't got my light on. I might have to do that because it is very dark. Although this light here, my usual light, isn't working because I don't think it's plugged in either. I basically had to unplug everything from my computer the other day, and some things that I don't know what I haven't plugged back in. Because I had my cable management under my desk is horrible. This is a map I haven't played yet. And I just reached to press the map button. There's no maps in Team Fortress. This is Team Fortress 2. We don't have maps here. Depends on what you think map means, to be honest. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Yeah.
We have taken the enemy intelligence. The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
I haven't got any fun stories to tell. I haven't been anywhere for the past like few weeks. I've just kind of been loitering around the house. I finally got around to painting the hallway. That's something I finally got around to doing yesterday. Where am I going? Where is this? Oh, it's just is this capture the flag? Okay, so that's our intelligence. I don't need to go down there. I finally got around to painting the hallway yesterday. There's nothing interesting about that fact. I just finally got around to doing it. And it's which, you know, it looks all right. I could have done a better job. But, you know, I didn't get paid for it. And so, you know, if you want a job, if you want a good job, pay for it. Sounds like I didn't put any effort in. It's not true. I tried. I had to paint the I had to paint all the skirting boards and all just like the bits of the bits of wood. Oops, I shot myself. I could have survived that if I hadn't shot myself. Everything that's like not going to get wallpapered I had to paint yesterday. I was scared that at one point that the dog was going to like walk into it and get paint all over his fur. I had something else to say about it, but I've completely forgotten. That's back to the intelligence. This map is horrible. That's the intelligence. That's resupply. How do I get away from either of these places? This map is confusing me. That way to the battlement. That's this battlements. This way to intelligence. What? Exit? There's the intelligence. Down here? Where's this go? Where am I now? I will say that I like a lot of these maps, but they make no sense. Have I seen the trailer for the Oppenheimer movie? No. The only thing I see from any of that is memes. I mean, the enemy has taken our intelligence. Put it back. Put it back. Get back here. Where's he gone? Why is he so quick? Well, he's for all intents and purposes, he's got it back to base now. Where's he gone? How did he get... Oh, there he is. He might have given it to a scout, it looks like. I don't know. Got that. Has very... This theory... I'm back on Team Fortress because they've added seals to the game, and I went, I want that. Why do you feel like a pervert with that camera? Because it is a pervert cam. It's exactly what it is. It's a pervert cam. It's the voyeur cam. It's gonna be a big hit. There's Cillian Murphy, and there's a big say Japan's banned the movie. It's because they experienced it already. Yeah, I saw that. I like the my favorite memes to do with it are it's because Barbie's coming out on the same day, and you see like you just see like Barbenheimer, people mash them together, and I think Pikmin's coming out on the same day, and someone mashed it together and said I'd like Barbenheimer. It's like fucking, it just keeps getting worse, crazier and crazier. Where am I going? I don't know who that is talking, and I'm ignoring him, even though he's trying to help. That's the objective there. And so the way out is over here. Okay. It's I've hidden a camera in your room to watch you change, Cam. Yeah? Maybe you'll get to see me change. If you're lucky. If you're lucky and you distract me enough so that I don't turn the camera off after the stream, you might get to see me change. Would you like that? You won't be able to see much. Maybe if I accidentally leave it on this one instead, you could get a better shot. And you could see just how you could get like a nice face full of my wang. I like you can kind of see just about what's going on this screen. I should probably use this camera more. Like just like in the between games when the game's loading or whatever, just have this on instead so you can look at how awful I am. Yeah, this camera here is not plugged into anything, so that's why I've got the camera like this. I'd like to, like I said, I kind of do like the idea of having this that camera on. I like the idea of having this camera more, but I like when like making videos or whatever. I like to be able to zoom in on my face when I'm doing certain things. Please leave my camera stream on when I'm done playing. I have an always on stream.
Competition begins in 60 seconds.
What am I gonna play? Nothing at the bottom. Well, I was playing Solid Last. I'll play Pyro now. Is it broken? No. I don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. But I changed my graphics card the other day. And I made sure that everything was right with it. I made sure that it would fit in my case, that I had the right amount of power supply for it, that it was going to work and everything, that it also had the right connections on the back. However, I forgot entirely that my webcam plugged into my graphics card with a USB-C connector, which this graphics card doesn't have. So I can't connect to this to my old webcam to my computer at the moment, because I do not have a USB-C on my current computer, and so I've got to get an adapter for it. Can we get 80%, 20% gameplay on the stream? Something like this. There we go. Is that what you want? The temporary webcam can stay there. There we go. Is that all right? My cam plug is my graphics card. No, well, yeah, it did, but I don't know why. I don't know why it did, but that was the only the only that, yeah, sorry, that one did. Where? Okay. The only USB-C I had was on my graphics card, and it worked for some reason, like that, and so that's what I did. And so now I've got to wait to get. Now I'm just waiting to get a USB-C to USB regular. No, stop it! Fuck off! Oh, I feel bad now. Aw. Is this what it's like to be one of those women that have really big tits on stream? I like how everything shrunk down with it. I didn't even realize I selected, but I also selected my stream edit. So if anyone follows, it's going to be really small as well. Time to get my tits out. All right. Hold on. Here, let's fill up some of the. Let's not that. What we got? Let's fill up some of the space because there's a lot of empty black space here. So there we go. That can be there. That one doesn't. Oh, yeah, that one can sit there. I don't have. I was gonna have. I don't know where it's gone, but I did have a video that was a Subway Surface video that I was just gonna play in the corner on one stream, but I don't know where that's gone, so I can't do that. There we go. Put a frog up here. Look at that. This is streaming. Put that there, just over the side there. Look at that. Who wouldn't want it? Who wouldn't want to watch this stream? Would you, you know, if you saw this as a thumbnail, oh, that's friendly. I wondered. If you saw that as a thumbnail, would you'd click on that, wouldn't you? Where am I going? This map, I'm scared. I'd definitely click on this stream if it looked like that. I'm back to where I started. I don't think anyone. What's going on here? Just gonna leave them to their own devices. I can hear it. Why are there so many heavies? Just gonna. No. It's fine. Thing's heavy. Can't hurt me. What's going on? Why is there so many engineers? Alright, I'm gonna turn this back. I don't like that. And do as much as I can. There we go. I just want to play Team Fortress. Why is every server friendly? I like friendly servers, but not right now. Could be anybody. Nondescript sweet taste. Brought to you by Monster Energy. Should I turn my light on? Should I treat myself? It's a little bit dark. There we go. slightly less dark now. I've actually pretty much ran out of USB ports on my computer at the moment. I got like one left, but that's usually taken up by the by my light, so I'm gonna have to remove some things. What do I want to play? I'm play Soldier again. Soldier's easy and doesn't make me have to think too hard. So, I think Cole was right. This game's dead. I'm a FaceTime with my mom tonight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begins in 60 seconds.
Alright. I'm not a huge fan of this map, I'll be honest. I quite like the aesthetic, although I don't actually really. I kind of do, with it being that Japanesey sort of aesthetic. It's got like it's like a futuristic Sujin. But I don't like that it has the same sort of. Sorry, I don't like that it's the game mode and also. I don't like that it's like Steel. Steel is a horrible map. Although actually, to be fair, I've learned to like Steel a little bit. Once I learned how to, I don't know what we're voting on there. So I'm abstaining. But I used to hate Steel, but the more that I've played it and I've learned the actual layout of it,
5, 4,
I've begun to like it a little bit more. And this map feels like Steel. It feels like Steel when I first started playing it, where I had no idea what I was playing. Oh, well, at least they can't cap it. Pretzel wagon. Yeah, I do like the look of this map, kind of. It made me realize, like, playing this game recently. Oh, they've already on. There's like 17 people on D. It made me realize, sort of like, having played this game, having just played a number of different games, looking at new maps getting added to this, with it being a game from 2007, you know. Can I shoot through that? We can, I think. I'd have to actually get to hit him if I wanted to. With this game coming from 2007, the maps do look very basic. I'm not saying that I don't like them. They look nice, but they definitely do look like they are maps for a game made in 2007. Maybe a little bit better than that, but still. I don't hate them though. I think it's I think the people that make these maps do a very good job. I have no idea how to use the hammer editor, so it's very impressive. I don't think they use Blender or like that. I think it is the hammer editor, which I have no understanding of how it works. Anything here? No. I like looking for little Easter eggs in these maps. Sometimes they put them in, sometimes they don't. It's a spike. No, it isn't. Never mind. Sure. Just a slow ass scout, it seems. Just on this corner. Scout. Where's he gone? Where'd he? Stop that. Who did that? Who hit me? I've got sensitive skin. Don't hurt me. I don't trust that. Okay, I should have trusted it. It's a friendly scout that feels like he's going really slow. Then again, I hadn't played Team Fortress 2. Yesterday, I felt like I was playing terribly. Me and my friend were playing it last night until the early hours of the morning, and it made me realize that I hadn't actually played Team Fortress 2 in ages. Not like properly. There was a time where I was playing it every day, and there's actually a time, well, more recently, the time what I would do is I'd always just go on jump maps. I'd just go on Jump Academy, either the main sort of like Jump Academy 2 server or Jump Academy rotation. All in favour. All the spy. Sorry, that's my bad. I didn't see the spy. Till it was too late. I was too busy drinking. I'm having a little drink. Because I need to sustain myself. Although, to be fair, I'm drinking Monster, which isn't the best for sustenance. I think if I was in the desert about to die, I don't think Monster would be at the top of my list of things that I'd want to drink. I know it'd be anything. You want anything that's liquid, really, but well, anything that contains water. I think anything that's liquid is not the best. I think you could probably, you know, drink oil. It's probably not the best thing to drink, even if you are really thirsty in the desert. Capping C. Is this medic gonna help me? I'm at 1 health. Thank you. Appreciated. It's a spy? Might be. He didn't stab me, so. As long as I ain't dead. Where is the sea point? It was just being captured, but no one was going to like say to stop it. I don't know where it is. Like I said, this map makes no sense. It's like Steel before I learnt the map, but it seems even more confusing. Yeah, another thing they fixed the on Steel, on the first capture point, you can, I think it's Steel. Yeah, no, I'm not thinking of Gravel Pit. In my head, I keep getting Gravel Pit and Steel mixed up. But on the first capture point of Steel, pyros could shoot through one of the doors that would open up later on, and they finally fixed that after, you know, 18 years or however long it's been. I was still in primary school when this game came out. I was a young little boy. This game's been out for a long time. I was probably still playing Rugrats Royal Ransom on the GameCube at this point. You can say that about now though, because I still play through it all the time. I think I've played through Rugrats Royal Ransom more times than anyone on this planet, and I've only played through it like 3 times. I stand by that Rugrats Royal Ransom is the greatest game on the GameCube. It's not like Wind Waker. It's not Beautiful Joe. It's Rugrats Royal Ransom. I don't know anything about Beautiful Joe. I never played that game. I just saw it when I used to go to the game shop as a small child. I'd always see it and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It looks horrible. But I don't think it was that bad. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Never mind. Can't hurt me. Oh, I wanted to open some cases. Oh, I had like 4 of them that I was going to open. I don't know when I'll do that. I'll do it one day. I don't like the idea of buying things while on stream in case I accidentally show off any bank information. I know it's unlikely, but I know what fucking the sort of things that could go wrong. I've already showed my email address on stream once. I've also, for anyone who cares, I've also showed my name off on stream once. So if you really want to know what my name was, you could, and you were dedicated enough, you could find out what it is. Not my full name, it was only my first name. Can I get in here? No. This is the best way to spy. The best way to spy check is just leave the spy alone. You already know my name, Brad. That is true. I was hoping that you hadn't have seen it. That's the thing. Yeah. My name has been Brad all along. I just was pretending that it wasn't, while also pretending that you didn't get it. But going along with what you said, sure. Yeah. Also, as much as I, you may think that you may think that you might be able to find my email address out there. You can't. I did go out of my way to make sure that that was removed. Luckily, I didn't really have anyone watching me at the time,
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
and so I was able to keep it under control. Endless Brad, I am. It's short for Bradmond. People go, I always go, oh yeah, my name's Brad, and they go, oh Bradley, yeah, yeah, that's a good name, and I go, no, Bradmond. Sorry, you must have, it's a European name. Is my name Jimothy? Yes. I will say, my name is every name. If you go into a public space and just say a name, I will react to it. If you see me out in public, yeah, if hypothetically I get to a point where you see me out in public, yeah, and you want to get my attention, don't call Brad, don't shout, yo, it's Endless Bread, just shout a name in my direction, and I will respond to it. If you see me in public, you'll shout NPC. Yeah, and I'll turn around and go, hello. How do you do? Please go to Wilco and buy me a hammer and spade. I've got some renovations to do. I require a bucket of paint, a spade, and a trowel. I'm going to be repainting the shed. I'd be afraid if anyone saw me in public. Because of how small I and the community are. I'd be afraid. I'd be like, I don't like that. When you've got a big community, you can kind of feign a level of like, oh yeah, this is, I don't know who you are, but you're part of my community. Thank you for your support. I feel like the only people here that would see me in public and react to me in public would be the sort of people that are already in the chat, and you'd be like, oh yeah, I know where you live now. Oh, I can't go through that, which is great. Never mind. Internet, what would you prefer? You would never know where I live. I have a, I think that I know how, you know, if I get to a point when, once I'm moving out, I think I'll do a tour of where I live, and I'll point to the house and say it's that house there.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Hold on to your socks. And I'll be like, that house there is where I used to live. Now send them death threats. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that sort of thing on Twitch, even as a joke. We'll find out. It's only a problem. Breaking the rules is only a problem if someone reports you, I find. A little bit of everything all the time. Hey, man. You know what I find slightly odd is that I had a couple of my VODs the other day on YouTube. Like, people actually saw, not many, it was like 20 and 40 or something viewers on each, which isn't that many really in the grand scheme of things, but was quite a lot for what they are. Like, people could obviously see when you see, because I upload them, I put the name of the name of the stream, the game, and then the date that I streamed it. That's the title. So it's very obvious that it's that you know, and also the fact that it's like between 3 and 4 hours long. It kind of gives away that it's actually a stream VOD. Yeah, it's still got a decent, like, for compared to the rest of them that usually get 0. I was like, what? Why did people click on this? And then it had like, they had like 1 and 2 likes as well. And it's like, who's the? Maybe the likes came from someone, you know, one of my followers on here, but still. It was like, who? And then one of them actually came across to my main channel, which is very nice. I will say that was very cool to see. It was both, well, probably. It may have been the other way around, to be honest. It could have been that they thought that they subbed to the main channel and then saw that there was a VOD channel and subbed to that, but I don't know. But yeah. Tip number 7 of becoming an internet man or woman. Put yourself out there. No, we not. Oh yeah, this is not the right. Okay, I'm an idiot. Upload everything you do 6 times on 8 different platforms. You is this doing all right? Yeah. I just hit a spot. Yeah, it did. Up. Oh, that's a turret. Would you like it if I went to the local shop with you? Please, I must make it home. Accompany me. There have been many goblin sightings in the area, and for my safety, I require an escort. Now, if I went to someone in my area and said I require an escort, I think I'd get a completely different answer to the one you'd want. Ah, I put that health down. Stop it, leave me alone. That's why you can have one if you want one. They're apparently quite cheap around here, I've heard. I've been told. I've I don't browse the local wares, okay? Hey. It's not what I do. Ah, AD. We're going to after death. Come on. I want any time. I want any time before 1999 to be referred to as BB, which is before bread. I want people to just fuck off. Wait, would it be? Can I spank myself with the whip? I think that should be an emote. That should be a new taunt. Yeah, I know you meant in game. Don't worry, I'm not a pervert. I don't own a whip in the real world, is what I should have said. I'm not a pervert on Twitch. Apparently being a pervert on Twitch puts people off. Stop it. So I don't think the turret's around anyone now. Only those closest to me get to see me at my perviest. But if you can't handle me at my sexiest, you can't handle me at my perviest. Ah, you thought I would leave and give up a perfectly good opportunity to get a kill? No. Won't catch me doing that. I'm not a coward. You know what I was hoping for? So this is a slight tangent actually. Is just going back to YouTube, and I don't mean to like always talk about it too much because I know it might get annoying. But the other day I when I reached 500 subs on YouTube, I made the community post to be like, thanks for 500. I don't usually have any goals, and I mean I don't have any goals really. But 500's, you know, it's a good number. And I was really hoping that someone would have unsubscribed not long after that, so it went down to 499 or even less. Honestly, I would take it going down less than that, further than that. I wanted it to go down below 500 so I could then immediately follow it up with an image of my sub count being like, all right, which one he is. Right, who's the funny guy? I was annoyed. Yeah, that was probably the first time I think anyone has ever been annoyed that their follower count didn't go down. So I just looked thankful, which is, you know, how dare I? That was a good rocket jump by me. Completely useless though, unfortunately. There we go. Medic around. Where's the I need a helium jig. Any more around? There's one over here, yeah. I can hear a turret. Where is it? Is that it? No, it's a flower. Unfortunate. There's a... I assume that that's that might have been a sniper arguing with someone about being pyro. I always like it when you walk around and you see people arguing in chat. Like, you play this game, you see people arguing in chat, and then you just see them standing still, and it's like, fucking, what are you doing? Stop arguing and play the game. Last night when me and my friends were playing, it was like, fucking, I am a spawn camper, Maya. It's a legitimate way of playing. If they didn't want to get spawn camped, they would be better at the game. Yeah, good, I think, is what the Dark Souls Twitter would say. I feel, sorry, is this a tangent on a tangent now? But I mentioned the other day that I looked at that sign briefly and then remembered I was streaming, and then I'm not allowed to look at those while streaming, and I realised that luckily that sign wasn't anything that was Twitch inappropriate, but it was still inappropriate. And now I look like a pervert. I was gonna play. I'm gonna play at some point on the stream, Dark Souls 3. I don't know if I'm gonna beat the game. I just want to play it because I liked Elden Ring. I like Bloodborne. Didn't like Dark Souls 2, but I've been told that everything that isn't Dark Souls 2 is good. And so I bought Dark Souls 3 the other day when it was on sale. And so I want to play through that. But then, yeah, fucking RT Game, famous Twitch streamer RT Game, has only bloody gone and started playing Dark Souls 3 on his stream. I haven't watched it. I don't really care about watching it. But all that I know is that now that someone, you know, like a professional streamer has started playing it, I'm just going to look like I'm going to be following him. You know, I'm just look like I'm trying to leech off of him if I play Dark Souls 3. And so I've got to put off playing Dark Souls 3 for a little while longer. Was I going to play it, like, tomorrow? No. Was I realistically going to play it anytime soon? Probably not. But, you know, I still think that, yeah, that now I've got to put it off even longer, or else I risk looking like I'm copying RT. I can just go, who's that guy? Yeah, but I like RT. That's the thing. You can't just say who is RT. It's RT game. He's fucking. It's Rumble Tumble. It's the Drift King himself. I know I can. I know I can just say I wanted to play it. RT Game's an Irish streamer. He's an Irish streamer. He's pretty big. He started off as a Team Fortress 2 streamer or YouTuber or streamer. He played Team Fortress 2 on for a time, and then he switched to variety content, and now he just plays games on thing. But he's like, you know, when I say he's big, I mean he's hitting 4,500 people watching him play Dark Souls. He's one of the reasons why I sort of started playing Team Fortress 2. Well, not started playing Team Fortress 2, but he's one of the reasons why I play Team Fortress 2 on stream instead of just doing other things. Is because, or just smaller games in general that have smaller communities, is because it's much easier to get seen. And my plan was always to just, you know, play whatever I play, like Team Fortress and War Thunder or whatever, and then branch out later on. But no, he just plays anything. I think he got pretty. Did he get? I'm trying to think what he was like. What blew him up? Like what he actually sort of got big for. There we go. But no, he's a top man. Why is there a Java banner outside of spawn? It's not Java. It's the it's a symbol for a hot spring. Don't make me act like don't make me show off that I'm a weeb and that I know what a Japanese hot springs logo is. I think the reason that I think the Java logo is just the hot spring logo. But yeah, this is set in a hot spring. Do we win? I assume so, because 6 is higher than 5. Ramen. Yeah. Ramen. That food from my favorite anime, Naruto. Naruto. I went up a tier since the last time I streamed this. I'm now tier 4. You jealous? I'm halfway through all the tiers. Will I ever reach tier 8? Probably not. I should check the Naruto spin-off from Junji Ito called Uzumaki. Oh yeah, sure. I've read Junji Ito's I can't remember what the book what it was called. You know, the this is my hole and it's made for me, that panel came from. That was it's like the mystery at Amidala Fault or something. My amygdala's at fault. I don't know, but yeah, I've read that one, and I think I read another. There was another one that I read. That I can't really remember. It was all right. I didn't really get the hype around it. But I get it. Junji Ito is a lot of body horror. I enjoyed it. I liked reading it, but I didn't really go any further. Oh, this is another one of the maps I didn't really know my way around. That's this way. This is my hole and it's made for me. I had to I reference that a number of times just in general when I'm playing games, like when I'm like in a foxhole or whatever. So I thought I had to read it just to make sure. Oh, someone followed me earlier. Someone followed me earlier and I didn't see it because nothing came up. That was 20 minutes ago. Someone followed me and I feel bad now. William Guy 12344, if you're still around, I apologize. My notification didn't work. But thank you for following me. You've read at least Uzumaki and Amigara Fault when you was young. You probably couldn't read them now. You've gone soft. What? I can't stand, like, okay, so like I like body horror. Oh no, I don't really like horror. Horror, I don't like being scared. You know, I don't like feeling sick. I don't like getting jump scared. That being said, I would like to play horror games one day on stream. I don't like things that I don't like. It's like I'm struggling to even say it because it fucking makes me feel sick just thinking about it. But like whenever you see like people's faces leaking things, Japanese horror loves making people's face leak goo, and you know, puss. Sorry. Yeah, Japanese horror loves that, and I fucking hate it. You found horror games fun with friends on voice. Yeah. You don't get me wrong. Yes, it can be fun. I'm trying to think. Did me and my friends play a horror game recently? No, we played Dead Rising 2, and that's not a horror game. The thing is, we were looking for games to play, but we couldn't really find anything. I suppose one thing I was kind of interested in was playing what's the game called? Backrooms, Escape the Backrooms or whatever. Soma is cool. I'm just not. I don't. That's the thing. Sorry. I just don't know what like how I feel about jump scares in games. Do you know what I mean? I was playing Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein: The New Order has a jump scare in it, and that scared me. Like I right at the end, in the last level of Wolfenstein, there's a jump scare. You know, and I hated it. There's also a jump scare in Bioshock Infinite. But to be fair, there's like one in the entire game, in those entire games, and they're not horror games, but you know what I mean. It's still something I don't like. I like the idea. I like the idea of creepy environments. So I tried to play Resident Evil 7, 6, 7. 7's the one in that house, isn't it? To be fair, that also describes the first one. But in the swamp house. I tried to play that, and I didn't get very far into that. And yeah, it was because the game crashed. The game crashed as I entered the house, and I didn't try and turn it back on. But like, I never got very far. I never really had the intent. Like, I was like, oh, I want to play this, and then it crashed, and I was never like, you know what? I'll try that again. You know. I played Resident Evil 4 though. I played the Resident Evil 4 remake. I was going to play that on stream, but then I realised I just wanted to experience it myself. And so yeah, but I really enjoyed Resident Evil 4. And that's technically a horror game. It didn't feel like one though. I never got scared.
You will stand next to that corner, I will stand you next to that corner.
Your nostalgia horror game is Fear. It really got under your skin, but it had one nice thing. In the action was never mixed with horror until it was. But until it was. Yeah. I think that's the thing. That's the thing with horror games, is that you can very easily get rid of the horror by giving your character a gun. You know what I mean? It's not... Horror games do become incredibly trivial if you don't do guns right or weapons in them. Like if you don't treat guns with the respect that they deserve in a horror game, so to speak. So it's a big relief when enemies started to appear. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's like because like I said in Resident Evil 4, that wasn't scary once you learn how to. Once you sort of. I didn't play it on the hardest difficulty, of course, but. It's like, you know, you're Leon Kennedy, you got a gun, you can kick zombies, these people in the head. I know that I've seen one of the frights that fear give you, which is like when you walk up towards a ladder, like the ledge of a ladder. So you walk up to a ladder. I don't know why I said the sentence weird. You walk up to a ladder, and as you climb down it, yeah, that what you're about to talk about, I think. What you were mentioning, you walk up to the ladder, and as you climb down it, you see the I don't know, the girl. I don't know anything about fear, but you see the girl, and you go, that's scary, you know. And then as you climb, when you get to the bottom of the ladder, you turn around, and she's there again. But it's that kind of scare that you can't do more than once. Like, if you did that again, you'd be like, oh, all right, try something new next time. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I bought some horror games recently. I can't remember. I remember I wanted to... What I was going to do at one point was I was going to play like horror games during Halloween on stream. That never happened. I just played War Thunder, but in theory I wanted to do that. Someone sent me a friend request a minute ago called Crate Collector, so I'm gonna ignore that. I can't have my crates, they're mine. Oh, I wanted to see what I got, never mind. They must have just... Oh, it's that. I ain't trying to pronounce that. The top is the scary part because the game takes away control when you mount the ladder. It's so well crafted. Yeah. Was... I don't know. I don't... I'm trying to think, because like I said, I haven't played the game. But I saw that. There was a YouTuber that mentioned it. I'm trying to think who it was. I think it might have been... It's just, you know, just like me to forget the name entirely when I start saying the sentence. Jacob something? I almost said the name of an old friend. Jacob Geller. Jacob Geller, I think. Was it him? I don't know, though. Because... I don't know. I wouldn't be able to remember who it was, now that I think about it. But no, I've definitely... I can't remember who it was that talked about it, but yeah, I think they mentioned something like that. I think the key to horror is removing people's ability to act, you know. It's like I say, like I mentioned, it's like the moment that you give a player a gun, games aren't scary anymore. They still have scary elements to them, don't get me wrong, but it's much harder. It's much harder to make a game scary if you've got a gun. It's why games like Dredge, I don't know, Dredge is not a horror game in a sense at all, really, but it's got a very creepy vibe to it. That's probably fine. Dredge has a very creepy vibe to it. It's a sort of it's almost like a survival game, really. It's a fishing game. It's a game where you're on a little fishing boat, a little fishing trawler, and it's a low poly game, so it's nothing crazy. Where, you know, graphically it's nothing crazy. It looks nice, don't get me wrong. But like everything when you're sailing around during the day, it's just a normal sailing game. Everything's nice. You're fishing, you're catching fish. Time moves when you move, so that you don't run out of time trying to sort out your inventory or whatever. But then when night falls, your character when night falls and if you don't sleep, your character starts to go crazy, like sea madness basically, and you start like seeing eyes and things in the sea fog. You know, the sea, during the night you can't see very far. You start to see ghost ships chasing after you that are being like led by creatures of the deep. You will hear in the distance, you'll just be sailing along, and you'll hear in the distance the foghorn of another ship. Or sometimes you just blow your foghorn because it's like, oh, I'm just bored, you know, I'm just playing around with things that are on my boat, and you blow the foghorn and you hear another boat use their foghorn in return, and it kind of freaks you out when you don't expect it. You hear something reacts to you. So that's a good. I would say Dredge is a very good game to an extent. If you like if you just like the creepy vibe of the sea, it's very Lovecraftian as well. You can't see very far. Yeah, I never finished Dredge. It got as much as I think it's a good game, and it's very atmospheric and cool, and it's fucking. It gets very repetitive very quick. There's only so many ways in which you can catch a fish, you know. Waiting for a bigger discount with the cheap as I can understand that. I bought it full price like shortly after it came out. And I don't regret it. I don't regret it, but it definitely is a get it on sale kind of game. There's a couple of things that I didn't like about it. Like they throw subtlety out the window very quick. It starts off with it being like this game, this sort of like it's this game with a creeping horror kind of thing. It's like the madness of the sea. There's a Lovecraftian beast controlling everyone or whatever. Yeah, it's something weird. I'm fine with that. And it's not that they immediately show that off, but there's a subtlety to it, you know. There's a subtlety to there being the people just going crazy at sea kind of thing. And then in one of the islands there is just I don't mean this to spoil it, but there is there is just like this big thing. It's like, oh, okay, that's not subtle anymore. You're just throwing sea monsters at me, you know. Which, you know, maybe it was my perception, maybe it was my expectation was off, but I did think that it yeah, I wouldn't say it ruined it, but it was definitely one of those things that stood out to me. Like, this is not subtle. This is as subtle as a bite on the chin. But no, the atmosphere was cool. It was a fun game for a few hours. And if you're not like me, and get overly obsessed with like catching too many fish, it probably is quite a good. It is probably not that long of a game. Like, you can just play it for a little bit, beat it, and then move on. If you like creepiness, and you like sailing, and you like fishing, you'd probably really like it. There we go. I'm glad that yeah, don't try and fucking trick stab me, Spy. I know what that looks like. You also did it far too early. That was almost a really good shot from him. Hi. Oh, that's a spy. The next game that I'm going to play. This is another game that I'm not going to play on stream because it's just a game that I want to play. And that is the game from Paracynical's last video, which is the Cruelty Squad. Me and my friend both watched the video and both kind of went, we want to do that. We want to play that. And so I think that it's I should probably play that because he started playing it. But that's a crazy game. Like, You look at it and you go, that can't be good. But apparently it is, and so I have to try it. It's got like a the UI on it is just disgusting. The graphics are awful. It plays horribly. To be able to reload your gun in it, you have to hold down the reload button and pull your mouse down as if you're physically throwing the mag out of your gun. The UI is massive and takes up half the screen. There's an item in it that's the most expensive item in the game that costs like over $1 million or whatever, and all it does is make you insanely weak. Like, you buy it, it's like a suit and tie or whatever. You buy it, if you get hit at any point, then it counts down from 5 and then kills you. And that's it. For the entirety of the game's life, which is like 3 or 4 years at this point, maybe like 2 or 3 years at this point. For the past like 2 or 3 years since the game came out, armor didn't work. The game had armor in it that you could buy. You would equip armor, and you'd equip armor, and that would lower your speed. So you'd trade armor for speed. However, it just never worked. The developer just forgot to just never made it work. So you just buy it, and these items did nothing. And it wasn't until like maybe like a month ago that the developer finally went, "Oh yeah, I should probably fix that." So yeah, the armor didn't work in the game. There are moments in the game where you can get crushed by something, like a moving platform could crush you. And in the video that Paracynical made on it, he mentions that if you stand on a moving platform that pushes you into a wall, instead of it killing you, it'll just push you inside the wall, which I thought that was a bit strange. And then I was just going through, because there wasn't that many patch notes just throughout the years, I went through and checked all the different patch notes to see what had been fixed throughout the years. And the reason that you get pushed through the wall instead of getting crushed by moving platforms is because there was a problem with it. The developer didn't know how to fix it. Like, there was a problem with crush detection. The dev didn't know how to fix it, and so just turned it off and hasn't turned it back on since. So there isn't any crush detection. So you can just clip through walls if you know what you're doing. There was an update that added a balls fish. It just said added balls fish. And then on the same day, there was another update that was fix the balls fish crashing people's games. But yeah, it is definitely a small indie company because it's one guy and it's his only game. And it's some Finnish artist. Some of some of these things are the things that Paracynical pointed out, but the screen that has that tells you what items you've got equipped is just sort of like, it's just a trace of, you know, that iconic Evangelion screenshot or frame where Shinji is like in the Eva. It's just like you can see him, he's in there, he's screaming. Yeah. It's just that. It's just like a trace of that. It's crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can let me get it up. I haven't played any of it, so I'll just go onto the store page. But yeah, let's that's not doing anything. Nor is that. Why is this not working? Oh yeah, it's because my graphics card. Hold on. Let me yes, do that. There we go. This is what it looks like. There's the screen of Eva of Shinji screaming. But yeah, this is what the game looks like. So yeah, I bought this because it was on sale. It was on sale the other day for £7, and so I was like, I'll play through this at some point. And so I was, it looks like it'll be a bit of fun. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. I'm not. This isn't something I'm going to play on stream. Like I said, this is a game that I just want to experience on my own. I don't want to have to. But yeah, the game it is just this. That's not his game. That's just a bundle that you can get. But he's just this game. It's just hideous. So yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna play at some point. Did I? Yes, I did. I was wondering if I closed Premiere Pro. It's ugly as fuck game that kind of plays like a mix of Deus Ex and Doom. Yeah. Maybe I'll love it. Maybe I'll hate it. We'll see. It should be fun. The thing is, I don't really pay much attention to the games that I play, you know? Like, it's one of those things that I because most games I play kind of like this, really. Right now, I've got music playing in my ears. So usually I'll be playing a game while listening to something or watching a video. Like the Pyrocynical video I watched while playing a game. Don't know what game I played, but I watched it while playing something, I think. And so I generally, when playing games, miss things. So I'm starting to force myself to play games without anything else distracting me. I did that with Wolfenstein the other day, and I forced myself not to have anything playing, just to play the game, and I also forced myself to actually read some of the like the bonus information that you get. Like if I found like a note or a piece of paper just explaining some of the world, I was like, I forced myself to read it. I think I mentioned that the other day. But it made the game more entertaining because you get more into the world. So oh shit! It's like the other day I briefly logged into World of Warcraft. I logged into World of Warcraft because I was like I wanted to test something, and I don't know why this has happened, but for some reason my World of Warcraft sound seems to have either reset or it's different. It is louder for some reason, and for the longest time for my entire time playing World of Warcraft, I've just played the game on my primary monitor with something else playing on my secondary monitor. I've done that ever since I started playing WoW, kind of, and I still do. And so all my sound settings are really low. Like I can barely hear anything in the game because I don't really care about what it sounded like or anything. But just for like maybe like 10-15 minutes the other day, I got an earful of the area that the soundtrack for the area that I was in, and it was really good. Like I was like, this soundtrack is great. Like I was in this airy forest where that's meant to be like, you know, a bit creepy, a bit spooky, and the soundtrack, it really played into that, and I was like, have I missed out on all of this whole time for the past like 12 years or however long it's been I've been playing WoW for? I've missed out on such a great soundtrack, and it kind of made me want to go through and play like WoW, for instance, as if I was playing any other game. So reading because I don't read any of the guff that's in the quest log or whatever when playing WoW. I see a quest giver and I click accept, you know. I don't care about what the lore is. And I was like, maybe I should do that one day. Just play WoW as if I was playing like Wolfenstein and try and pay attention to what's going on. Yeah, so you're trying to, sorry, games for you kind of fall into two categories. Games You play while you watch/listen to something, and then games you give your attention to. I think that's. I feel like that's probably fairly normal. That's what like I said, it's kind of what I do. But I get to like, this is probably just my awful mental health and horrible brain. I get straight. I'm like, what if I get like too caught up on playing games without listening to something. I think that's probably more that I've just fucking ruined my brain, being like, oh no, I can't play something without watching something. It's like spending like 6 hours trying to find something to watch while eating, you know. TikTok has ruined my attention span. I don't use TikTok. YouTube has ruined my attention span. I'm not a TikTok kid. But no, definitely TikTok has ruined. So the internet has definitely ruined my attention span. I've got music playing right now and my ears quite loud. Although to be fair, that's the music in my ears right now does serve a slightly different function. It's just to try and make it so I don't break out of nervousness, and also kind of tricks me into thinking that this thing is other things making noise, and so I don't have to speak all the time. Your good games backlog is getting longer and longer while you just play War Thunder. Yeah. That's what happened with me, both with War Thunder, with Team Fortress, and World of Warcraft. I've got Dark Souls to play, like I said, on stream. I've got Cruelty Squad, which I'm going to play next. I've got the second Wolfenstein game. It's like New Colossus or whatever it's called. Cyberpunk. I want to play Cyberpunk. I bought that the other day with the intention of playing that. Once again, that's not a game that I'm going to play on stream. That was a game that I wanted to play on my own. Because I wanted to be able to freely look at people's tits and penises without people judging me. I want to, there was something else that I wanted to play as well, but I'm not too sure. There's quite a few games out there that I've been putting off. You've got a lot of visual novels and artsy indie games to go through. I don't get the appeal of visual novels, I'll be honest. No, I don't mean that to say that you're wrong for liking them. I just don't. I've never really got them. The only visual novel I know of, and that I even tried to play, was that one about all the disabled girls that you try and fuck. Yeah, Kato, I showed you. Or shoujo. But I never actually made it to the point where I fucked any of them. I died at the end of the first chapter by getting drunk with the nerd on the rooftop and falling off the roof. And then one day I had a friend over and we were just talking or whatever, and he like opened Katawa Shoujo on my computer and just went through and speed ran it. Like he knew somehow he knew every route to get to the fucking hentai scenes of those. My friend knew like straight off the top of his head, like every route to get all the hentai scenes, and I was like, what? And he just like sat there and got them all. Yeah. Also, no, I don't like books. I mean, I do, but I don't. I can't read very well. What? What? Top 10. Don't do. I can't bother with the chill's voice. I'm too sad. My brain has been too self-conscious now. Hi, sorry. Nice. YouTube out of nowhere has decided that I want to listen to the Crab Rave over the past couple of days. While I was painting the stairs yesterday, Crab Rave came on for some reason in my auto-generated YouTube playlist. I was like, where has this come from? We're doing a chill voice, you'd laugh your ass off the entire stream. Sorry, I'm pretty certain you're the only person to ever laugh at this stream. And whenever you do, you always like you always describe it like you're like a little capuchin monkey. I imagine you just like a little I imagine you like a small monkey like slamming your hand on the desk. I don't mean that in a bad way. You'd laugh what you want. I ain't here to stop people from laughing. That is the whole intention of this stream. To an extent. You don't like harem/dating sim visual novels. I don't get. I don't get like why you'd want a visual novel and not just like read. I suppose it's the same as just reading manga, but it's just a visual. It's just called something different. But for the most point, from what I can tell, visual novels are usually like romance, and as much as I like those, I don't really care. That's don't really. It's not really my thing. That's the end. That's the long and short of it. It's not my thing. Look at that. That was perfect rocket jump. That was. But you never seen such a good rocket jump. Oh, why? When you laugh, you go hey 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 hey. And as long as you don't spill water on your computer, you'll forgive me. I'm glad you'll forgive me. I'm gonna come over to Thailand and pour water on your computer. Romance probably makes the majority of visual novels, but there's a fair amount of good mystery ones which you like. See, that's the thing, is that mystery means that I have to think, and I don't do that either. I don't take in information very well when I read it. That might that might sound strange, because it's like that's kind of what reading's for. But if I'm reading a book and a character gets described, I will not retain what that character looks like. Look at that. Local British man kills Thai boy by making him laugh. That's why I have pictures. I know. That's why I like manga. But I mean, to be fair, it is also that I'm not a big reading fan. I've tried to read in the past, and I just kind of get bored. I end up, like, if I've got a book, I'll put it down and just never pick it back up again. The last book I read, I read all of this. Which is a Lovecraft book. And then I bought 2 more and didn't get very far into it. However, I do own and have read all of Attack on Titan. Aside from the side stories, which I didn't care about, like the Girls of Attack on Titan or whatever, or the other stories that come from the world. I don't like... When the fuck... When did I say I don't like girls? Other than maybe like the several times which I have said it sometime in the past, because I won't put it past me, I just don't know when I did. When did I say I don't care about? I mean, you know, I care about I care about everyone equally, which is not that much. I don't want to do that. I want to... Stupid me. Ugh. I've never said that I don't like girls. Just now I said I don't care about the side character stories about girls in Attack on Titan. You just removed the useless context to get to the core message. You can't just find things that I didn't say. I never said that.
We have secured the control point.
I don't care about side stories to Attack on Titan. It just happens that they're about the girls. I came to watch giants fight each other and strange things happening. I didn't come to watch, you know, I didn't want to care about Mikasa's day off or whatever. I wasn't beatboxing. That was just me humming along to. I've got Initial D playing in my head.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
I'm a fan of women. Is that what you want me to say? You want me to be weird and say I like women? Thank you. I was playing horribly. I've just run it in the 90s. Ah. I don't know if I should be scared of that. He was always shot in the wrong place every time. He was always shooting at where I was, not where I was going to be. That's not how you play soldier. You have to predict. You have to see the future. You have to pretend that you're better than everyone. Because you are, because you're a soldier. Running in the 90s. I need to... you know, I think if I wanted to get away with singing, I think I need the confidence just to belt it out, you know. One thing I've noticed about like singing or voice acting and things like that, I think I think a lot of people probably aren't that bad at it in the grand scheme of things. I think the problem is being being afraid or being self-conscious about it. You know, you just gotta belt it out. Fred used Gmod to create me drinking the Grimace Shake meme. No. That meme's dead now. It's too late.
Alert. The control point is being
I would never do that. Also, because it'd be fucking cringe. Because I'm terrible at making memes. Ever seen a good meme out of me? No, because I'm terrible at it. I'm quieter than usual. How about now? I haven't really changed anything.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
We are the meme. Hello. Howdy. Thank you. I am probably also just further away from the microphone. Da, 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 ba, da. Oh, yeah. I now have a Cruel Angels thesis playing. Howdy, sailors. It's me, your captain speaking. One of you disgusting people decided it'd be funny to throw a bag of shit into the boiler room. It's disgusting. It smells. Now, whichever one of you did it, I will find. And I will throw overboard. I will keelhole you if I find you. Sorry. What's the best class to disguise as a spy? None of them. If you got to. Scout. Maybe not. It's the thing is, none of them are good because a good player can tell a spy from just the blink. You could look at a player and go, that's a spy, because they act different. They don't get full scout speed, but they do get increased speed, which is something. It isn't very, like, it's not, they get faster, but they are still slower than a scout, which is why you can pick it up. Hi there, sports Freund. Mein Freunde. Howdy. How's it going? Art thou okay? I hope you are. If you're not, don't tell me. Can I get through here? Yeah, generally disguising as a spy is never a good idea. Because what you want is to not get seen. If you get seen, then then it doesn't matter what you're disguised as. People will know. Also, it's good to disguise as a class that the enemy team has, because it's pretty obvious when you disguise as heavy and the enemy team doesn't have heavy. Going good. How about myself? I am okay. Nah, I'm fine. I don't know. I'm doing good enough. Toxic masculinity. They should be able to show their weak moments. Yeah, you should, just not to me, or else I will make fun of you for it, for being a little lady. Listen, you can cry all you want. It's good to cry, just don't cry on me, because I can't help you. I'm too awkward for that. Oink. Sorry, Spike. It took too long. I believe in toxic masculinity. Is this some pro-serve you'd expect more scouts? No. There's not a... What do you mean you'd expect more scouts? Not everyone's very good at scouts. Scouts are a difficult class to play. There's a scout, look. Not anymore. What are you doing, spy? Scouts are a nuisance, but only if they're good. If they're not good, then they're pretty like nothing. A good scout is like impossible to hit as a soldier, unless you are really good at the game. Scout is your go-to now, even though you used to be a soldier main. I very briefly was a scout main. I think. I own more scout taunts than any other class. Like I don't play scout anymore because I'm just not very good at it. It was too difficult for me. I played scout back when, actually I played scout a long time ago. Back when the I almost said the baby faces blaster. Is that what it's called? Am I right in that? It was the one that increases your speed as you did damage to enemies. That one. I used to use that because it would make you go insanely quick, and then it wasn't until much later that I learned that it was because you would end up going so fast that you would outrun your hitbox. So that's what I used to play, and then I stopped doing that, and now I just play soldier or pyro. Let's have a look at my actually for a while. Oh, it's changed now. It is ridiculous. For a while, sniper was my main, but I wasn't very good at it. I was never good at it. I just pretended like I was good. Am I the body of Christ? Yeah. Put me in your mouth, and I will turn into the body of Christ inside you. Can't say that to Twitch chat. It's not allowed that. I know I've got the sexual themes tag, but you can't say that. If I'm the body, what is the blood? Monster energy. Transubstantiation. That's what that's called. I can teach you a little bit about Catholicism if you want. I'm not Catholic, but I can teach you about it. If you when people take do communion, which is the breaking of bread, the whole idea is that when you put that bread in your mouth and drink the wine, or in my case when I went to church it was Ribena, so juice. You put the bread in your mouth. When you swallow it, some branches of Catholicism believe that gets turned into, it physically gets transformed into the body and blood of Christ, but only once it's inside you, so you can't taste it, conveniently enough. And that's known as transubstantiation, I think. That's the word of the day. Word of the day, transubstantiation. I've said it like 3 different times because I don't know how to pronounce it, but you get there. 50-50 between monster and cum. You didn't know Catholicism had branches? Yeah. But you got like the more extreme people, you know what I mean? You'd have like the people who are like Catholic in name only. It's like the people who are Jewish in name only, because it's like, yeah, they were raised in a Jewish household, but they'll eat pork and things like that. And it's like, yeah, ethnically they're Jewish, but they don't really practice Judaism in the same way that maybe their ancestors would. It's the same with Catholicism. You'll have the people who are more extreme. You have the more extreme Catholics, and then you'll have the less extreme Catholics. We appear to have been pushed back. I'm not a huge fan of this game mode. Are you alright, Haley, by the way? I didn't ask. I hope you're doing swell. But this is a this is a channel of toxic masculinity. So if you tell me you're not, I'm gonna laugh in your face and call you weak. Bread Corp Incorporated encourages toxic masculinity. Hold on. Here we go. You're eating potato salad straight from the tub with a spoon. You be the judge. I used to eat Nutella out the tub with a spoon. So, you know, you do you. I used to eat cake. Like we had I don't know if you can still get them, but you used to be able to get these like frozen chocolate cakes that came in like a little plastic sort of like tub, and you'd keep it in the freezer. But once you'd taken it out of the freezer to eat it, to you defrost it, we won't freeze it again because you're not meant to. So we just put it in the fridge. I just take that. I just eat this. I wouldn't even take like put it in a bowl or on a plate. I just sit with a spoon and just eat it out the tub. That's what I'd do, like on a weekend. Like we'd get one for whatever reason, and then just during the weekend or whatever, I'd sit downstairs in my underwear. I'd take my blanket downstairs. This was before like I had Xbox Live or anything like that. But my Xbox was on the TV downstairs, and I'd take my blanket downstairs, my bed sheet. I'd lie on the sofa in my blanket and just eat cake and pizza and play on the Xbox, like play Transformers or like Medal of Honor Airborne or something for like an entire day. It was great. I miss those days. Just doing absolutely nothing for entire days. I kind of do that now, but it was the principle of it. It was being able to just lie there for a whole day, and because like back then I didn't know how to use the oven or anything, so like my mum would make me food. So I just didn't have to move, and I just wear my underwear all day as well. Back then I used to spend like 90% of the year in my underwear. If I wasn't at school, that was it. I was just walking around the house mostly naked. It was great. Hi Ariel. How's it going? It's been a while. Are you doing okay?
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
You're good? I'm glad.
Competition begins in 10 seconds.
My other camera it's not broken. I need to get a new adapter to plug it into my computer because I had it was connected to my computer by a USB-C port, but for one reason or another I don't have a USB-C port on my computer anymore, and so I have had to get a new adapter for it,
The control point is being
and
captured.
I haven't got that yet. I think it actually might have arrived by now. Well, I've got an email, so maybe it hasn't. But I ordered one last night, and I'm just waiting for it. But this is my old camera that I'm using now. So this is a Scout. That's an annoying one. And I'm just, I'm not too sure. Like, I kind of like this camera, but at the same time, I also like having one here in front of me so you can see me close up.
The control point is being captured.
Maybe I could have this. Maybe I could have this camera like small nearby at some point.
We have lost the control point.
I have a button for it, so like, I have a button for both of them, because in theory, that's just in theory, when I'm streaming, usually I have both cameras connected, and I just switch to which one I want. This one's useful for if I need to show something off in my room, like, you know, if you need to see just how disgusting of a room I live in.
Being captured.
And you can see this, and I'm like, hey, look, Time to show you my here's I'll show you my debit card, you know. Yes. Is it yes. So I do my downstairs. Presumably on the stairs downstairs is the adapter that I need to make it work. You can see my lotion from over here. You can't see anything. I don't know what you can. What? That's the wrong button. You can't see it. I mean, I haven't got any. You can't see it because it's not there. You can't see what doesn't exist. What's this part of my hair doing? You do see a GPU. No, you don't. It's not. Don't look at that. It's not. Don't look at that. That's not a GPU. Don't tell Halo that that's a GPU. I don't sleep with that GPU. That GPU does not deserve to be slept with. This GPU over here is bad. Hold on. I take it back. This GPU does not deserve to be slept with. Yeah? Ignore my foot being on my desk. I forgot. Don't worry about that. This GPU here, yeah, is horrible. Don't look. It's not what it looks like, Taylor. Don't worry about it. It's not. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Team Fortress 2, guys. It's not. Don't worry about it. Team Fortress 2 is a game. I'm a big fan of Soldier myself. Is anyone playing this server? He was about to fall back to sleep. No, you can go to sleep. You can go right to sleep. Don't worry about it. That's not. just it's fine. This is my what GPU is this? Nah, this is an old GPU. That's my 660. That is. That's my old GTX 660. That is. Ah, so close. That's not. This definitely isn't like. They fixed the skeletons. Thank goodness they fixed the skeletons. There's only a handful of people in this. I'm cheering for anyone. Am I cheating on Halo with my GPU? I don't sleep with it either. Hey, what? No.
Mission begins in seconds.
Halo.
5,
Halo.
4,
And anyone else. Anyone else around. This GPU here is my old GPU. Halo told me not to upgrade my GPU, to which I went, I don't care, and did it anyway. This GPU here is a 2080. This is an RTX 2080 in my hand. And I upgraded. Yes. I wonder if you can. You can kind of, maybe you can hear that. Like that's. Can you kind of hear the change in sound? This fan here on this graphics card sounded like just fucking would vibrate like shit. Would vibrate horribly. The bearings were shot, and so if this sped up, if I tried to run anything at faster than 70 frames a second, it was over. This would just go crazy, and so I had to get I got a new one, and Halo told me not to. Why don't I just buy a fan? Because that's not fun, is it? Also because there aren't, you can't very easily get parts for the 2080 because the 2080 is shit and they discontinued it immediately. Celeste is making you want to die. Should I stream? I should stream Celeste so you can see me rage. I was reading them, Sporty. Don't worry. Sorry, you're not the most important fucking person on the planet, Sporty. Sorry. You come in here, you just join in, start your own conversation in the middle of our own. Halo, I got a 4070, yes. I got the TI version, so at least I got a little bit. I got the better one. I'm happy with it, Halo. When people told... Oh, it's already happening. Oh, the seal was invisible. Why is it doing that? When I was told not to get a 4070, the only thing that people said that I shouldn't do it was, first of all, you said don't get it because... You said don't get it because it only has 8 gigabytes of RAM, to which I then went, no it doesn't, it has 12, and you went, well fuck, I got that wrong. So I was like, well, if he's getting that wrong, I can't trust him about, you know, anything else. And then anyone else who said don't get it, they were like, don't get it because it's overpriced. No one said that it was a bad card. Everyone just said that it was overpriced, which I agreed with, but I still wanted one. So shut up. It's not a bad card. It's fine. It's doing its job. It's better than what I have here. You're still sitting with your 3060 laptop. The 30 series was a good series from what I can tell. But it's also that every time that a new graphics card line comes out, everyone says that it's shit and skip it. People say it about everything. Yes, Halo, but I don't want an AMD card. I am the equivalent of someone who buys... I'm the equivalent of someone who buys Apple products. I buy Apple products because they're easy. I buy Nvidia products because I always have. Why is the seal invisible? I wanna play. Let me play the game. Halo, if I wanted to get a 4090, I'd have to get a new computer, and that would cost over £3,000. I wouldn't do that. I didn't need a new PC. I wanted a new graphics card, which is why I didn't get a new PC and instead just upgraded the graphics card. Because this graphics card was being a dickhead. Why do I need a new PC? Okay, that is because the 4090 is massive. And so I'd have to redo everything. I'd have to fucking... upgrade the case or whatever. It probably wouldn't cost me 3,000 quid. No, it probably would, because the 4090 is like 3,000 quid. It's expensive. The fuck is that? Ugh. I've always used Nvidia, and I've never seen anyone ever say anything amazing about AMD, other than that it's kind of like Nvidia, but generally a little bit less. Just bandsaw a hole in my case. Well, it wasn't that. It's not that it wouldn't fit. It's that I know AMD's getting better. Everything's getting better. But I mean that it's like, fuck it. I can make my decisions. I'm an old man, and I can make my decisions. I made the decision that I wanted the 4070 Ti, which is a good card, no matter what you say. I'm specifically talking to Halo there. Also, because when I asked Halo what's better, and he gave me the he was like, hey, Guess what? Here's the fucking fucking. He was like, here, look at this. This is an AMD card that's better. It's the equivalent of the RTX 4080, and it's like, well, I'm not going to get a 4080. The point is, I don't have that kind of money. I don't have the money to be able to get a 4080, even a comparable 4080, which is cheaper. Hi, Siggy, by the way. I hope you're doing fine. AMD can be on the rise, and I will get one when it's as mainstream as the Nvidia ones. I'm a simple person. This is why I don't like PC Master Race people, because you're all knobheads. I'm going back to the Nintendo Switch. I liked it back when we had the GameCube and the PlayStation 2. I could get the GameCube and people wouldn't say it's shit because it's the GameCube. They'd say it's shit because it doesn't have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 on it.
Stand next to that cart, damn you!
Sniper, watch out. Nice.
Have I played the new War Thunder event? I have not yet. The new War Thunder event kind of coincided with this Team Fortress 2 update, and so I wanted to play that more. If we're looking at like a stock market, you just sell your Nvidia stocks while it's still high and buy it. Yeah, but wait, this isn't a stock market. This is a graphics card, and I'm perfectly happy with what I purchased. My graphics card is fine. But no, I am somewhat interested in the current War Thunder event, but I don't know how much I'll actually play it. There doesn't seem to be anything great you can get for finishing it. It's like it's just a few loading screens and profile pictures, which is fair, but it's probably going to be the sort of thing that I play for a little bit and then move on. I haven't really looked into it either. I just know that it's using a it's. I know it's based around that weird a communist game or whatever that came out. It came out ages ago, and it's like no one cares about that game anymore. It's kind of everyone moved on from it, but War Thunder and them took so long to get the event out that it's a bit late now. Pizza. Do I ever forget which team I'm on and I'm in and start shooting friendlies? All the time. At least once per game. At least once per game will I forget, and every time it confuses me, and I don't know how. Every time I'm like, why am I such an idiot? But the thing, Halo, you say that you should sell the graphics card to get money for it and buy AMD, but I don't want I don't want to do that. I'm happy with the graphics card I've got. I want to use what I paid for. This is for what I want it for. It's fine. I don't feel like I paid too much for it. I feel like I paid. Yeah, definitely it was a lot of money, but I enjoyed. I've got no reason to get that much into it. You know what I mean? I will say that I'm the equivalent of people who buy. You know, they don't care about what phone they get, so they just buy Apple. You know, although I don't care about what phone I get, and I still don't buy Apple. And I will say that I was upgrading from a 2080, just a regular 2080, and so anything would be better than this. I regret this. This is a card that I regret getting. The 2080. This was, I got this the same day that they announced the 2080 Super. And like when I talked to them about getting the fan fix, they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't do anything. We don't have any parts for that anymore." So even though it was in warranty, there was not really anything they could do. So right there, I forgot what team I was on, Maya. Don't have something's a good card if I made up my mind. Well, yeah, but I wanted to know if there was any glaring issues in it, but no one ever said what was wrong with it. You just said it was bad or overpriced. You didn't say this is what's wrong with it. And every review that I found was good, apart from one in which it was which contradicted everything that everyone else was saying. You're doing all right. I'm finished with the graphics card talk. Shut up. If you say anything else about it, I'm calling the police. I'm right and you're wrong. You're doing all right. You've got a date planned for Tuesday with a girl from your class. And when you told your colleague about the day, she was like, "No way. I thought." Wait, what? I never thought she was actually into you. Everyone in my chat is much better with members of the opposite and or same sex, because I know that there's a lot of people who swing both ways. That's what you have to take. If you're a follower of it, you will get. Oh. Being an endless bread follower and or subscriber increases your attractiveness by 400%. You miss and don't miss the hot weather. Yeah, it's like rained for the past like 2 weeks here in the UK, and it's like I kind of would like to go outside at least once or twice. I'd like to at least see what it's like outside right now. But yeah, it has a. As much as I don't mind it raining, and I do like seeing it rain, I don't like being in it. You also missed the previous weekend where you was with the orchestra on a camp. Well, yeah, you went camping. What were you? Was this a music camp? Were you doing music things? Are you a musician? Shit. You hate waking up with heartburn. I still don't know what heartburn is. That might sound weird, but every time people talk about that sort of thing, I'm like, well, I don't know what that means. I just assume that it means that feel like you're having a heart attack. Hope everything goes well and it's a nice day out. But you're in good faith knowing her and how she is when she's flirting. Good luck, I say. And like I said to Halo, don't say that you follow me on Twitch, and don't bring me up. Don't say you're a Discord mod either. Definitely don't say you're a Discord mod. If you say you're a Discord mod, it's over. H-bomb, sugar ray, parmesan. Is it better to say you own a Discord server? Yes. I put that on my Tinder profile. Twitch streamer and server and Discord server owner.
Mission
NFT connoisseur. I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. I was going to say furry enthusiast. God, the fire. It was always burning. Can we go through here? I don't think so. No. Who wouldn't want to? Who wouldn't want to go out with a Twitch streamer and or server owner? I'm technically the owner of 2 servers because I've got me and my friend's server. Very non-committal to the furry cause. Excuse me. I had a little demon come out. Oh, that was almost unfortunate for everyone involved. Get rid of that. Don't want that to be lingering around. One day we're gonna have like a paracynical moment where I get outed as being like a fat furry enthusiast. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Although to be fair, I like the way that Paracynical has just gone along with that because it's happened, but everyone kind of knew it. Everyone kind of knew that Paracynical was a bit weird and into some strange things. And so when he finally got outed, it was like, "How we knew it." All right. It's just like that's probably the best way. That's the best way it could have gone. All right, I ain't got much health left. Oh, I pressed my backpack button. I don't know what button that was, but I pressed it. But yeah, Halo. I didn't know. It sounds. It's. I forgot what I was gonna say actually. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. So just accept my condolences for learning that she lied to you, because I did have something to say there, but I forgot. You don't have much health. Let me just tell myself. Yes, that's the right stash. The first one is if you're shortening mustache. Who's hitting me? I'm just gonna stop bartering with them. I've got 4 keys. What'll that get me? It happens a lot to you. People are interested in you, then they get to know you, then they're not interested anymore. See, I just skip all those steps and don't introduce myself to anyone. It makes life a whole lot easier. Keep it to yourself. Return to hermit. I'm living the hermit life. Some people think that, you know, it's weird being, you know, you don't really talk to many people. You kind of spend most of your time on your own. Nah. If I was I'm a hermit. If I was doing this, like, 300 years ago, you'd all think I'm a wise man.
Flying behind.
You'd think I was like if I was living in the woods, like in a cave or whatever, in like maybe like a one-man monastery somewhere, you'd think he's a wise man. He knows what he's doing. He's a hermit. You know, you go to him for advice, he'll bless you or something like that. You know. But now you do it, and it's like, oh, you know, he's just antisocial. He doesn't like anyone. No. Bring back hermitage. I am a hermit and proud. Yeah, but ride wife, life good. Ride wife. Wife, life. I love that video. the gorilla video. I haven't seen it in ages, but it's, just thinking about it's funny. People think you're a wise man until you open your mouth. Same with me, to be fair. Yeah, they don't. They don't. They look at me and go, "That is not a wise man." Do I look like a wise man to you? No. Some people say that if you can decipher what I say while stuttering, you can see the future.
Why is that cart not moving?
Grow a beard? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It doesn't grow. I had to. I shaved what little of I had. Sorry, I shaved what little I had this morning. The world. One at a time. Ah, yay. I can't, like, the thing is, I can't grow one. Like, even if I wanted to, I just can't. I think I might have a picture on my computer somewhere from during COVID or around COVID when I didn't shave for a long time just to see if it could grow. And it just can't. I'll be corrupt in your mind. There you go. You grow a beard because you're too lazy to shave. See, I would like to be able to do that. That's the thing. I'd like to be able to let myself be lazy and grow a beard, but my body said no. And my dad's got a beard. Like, my dad's able to grow one. So it's not, he hasn't got a full big one, but he's still got a beard that's like seeable. He does keep himself bearded. I just end up looking like I just look like an unkempt teenager. Look. Making a mine. Nobody's a what? I am. I wish I could still call myself a teenager. I'm unfortunately an unkempt adult. No one will bat an eye. That is true, yeah. I couldn't go too low. I'd have to, you know, I'd have to claim like 17, I think. I don't think I can go like as low as 14, 13, 12. 12's not a teenager, actually, thinking about it. I could definitely claim, you know, 17. And I can bait people in. Why is the camera angle? Well, you know how I changed my graphics card? My old camera, my webcam that's here, this one here, that one plugs into the back of here. You're not going to see it, but, you know, illustrative purposes. That one plugs into this for some reason, because this is, for some reason, I do not know why, this has a USB-C output on it, or input. And my computer doesn't. Nowhere else on my computer do I have a USB-C, and that camera plugs into USB-C. And oops, shit. And so I was using my old webcam, which has been set up in the corner up there.
Why is that cart stopped, maggots?
And just while I get an adapter, I checked everything about this graphics card to make sure that it would go in my computer right. And the one thing I forgot is that I need a USB-C port. I also learned get USB. I've got. Don't worry. I'm doing that. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I'm not getting USB-C to HDMI or whatever. Don't worry. I've got it. It's downstairs. It got delivered during the stream. I ordered it last night. I hoped that it was going to show up. You never know if I know what I'm doing. I've told you. It's like rule number 7 or something. I know what I'm doing. Wait, no, okay. I thought I saw an enemy sat on the side there. It's one of the major rules of Bread Corp Incorporated is that I always know what I'm doing. And rule number 10 is that I can beat Halo to death with a stick if I feel like it. It's not a threat, Twitch. There's no it's not a real rule. No, I don't trust Twitch. I don't trust Twitch to not try and ban me. Ooh, beat me harder, father. Smack me, dad. I like having this camera angle to an extent. I don't know how to incorporate it into my main streaming setup, but I kind of like having a different camera angle occasionally. Uh-oh. I like change, you know. I don't like things being the same all the time. It's why I'm usually, when like I get a new piece of equipment or whatever, I'm usually a whole lot more enthused to stream because I'm happy to show it off and use it. You can usually tell when I've got something new is because I'm happier on stream. Honestly, I wonder if you can like the Go XLR, yes, although I do regret deeply buying the Go XLR. You know, hold on. This graphics card here, I haven't got any way of showing it you. It's too fine of a detail. But you know the fins of the radiator along the top of it. I can see that they've been jabbed in along a line. There's a line going all the way down them, a straight line where they've been pushed in a little bit, and I don't know if that's meant to be like that, because I don't think it is. I think what's happened is whoever's jabbed it into like the motherboard or whatever is like whacked it in. I don't really know what go. Hold on, why do I pronounce Go XLR weird? Gox LR. What? It's not pronounced Gox LR. It's pronounced Go XLR. The company is Go, I think. I don't know. Also, I actually learned while I was plugging in this new graphics card, I discovered, you know, I know I said no graphics card talk, but this is more just general computer talk. You know, on the graphics card, you probably won't be able to see it, but like there's a yellow bit there that clips in, that has the clip on the motherboard on it. Yeah. My motherboard doesn't have one of the clips to hold on the graphics card, so I've just kind of slotted it in and hoped for the best. Just hope it doesn't fall out. It's screwed in on the side, so it'll be alright. It's not, and also, it's not that it doesn't... It's not that it didn't have one. It did have one. No. It does... It's meant to have one. But a long time ago, I would have taken this graphics card out because it was broken and I needed to fix it. Well, I wanted to see what was wrong with it because it was making a load of noise. And so I must have snapped that clip off, and I know that I have because I looked up how to install a graphics card to put this in, yeah, just to make sure I was going to do it right. Just so I can, sorry, yeah, I looked up how to do it, and they mentioned a clip, and I was like, okay, I undo the clip and whatever. I get to taking the graphics card out, and the clip isn't there, and then that throws my brain right back to when I found just a random bit of plastic on my floor, and I had no idea what it was, and so I just put it to one side. And I must have thrown it away by now. But yeah, it threw me back to that point where I found this random bit of plastic, and I was like, that's what that bit of plastic was. It was the clip that holds the graphics card in. So yeah, my this graphics card was, and my current graphics card in is held in with hope streams and 2 little screws. And I hope that it doesn't snap off and fall out. Then again, the clip wouldn't stop it from snapping off, but it could stop it from sliding out. Also, the power cables aren't really held in very well either. Because you know how on this graphics card it has those, yeah, kind of things, yeah, those there, yeah, it has those little bits that are, this one here just plugs straight into the CP, what is it, the PSU power supply. Whereas this graphics card had a bonus little extra cable that had to attach first. It took me a little bit to figure out what that was going on, but so I have to plug a cable into the cable and then the cable into the new GPU. And it's sorry, yeah. And so I don't know what the cables are called, but for this one here that has 8 prongs in it, I have one of 3 and then one of 2, if that makes sense, that has to go in. But they're not held, they don't clip together and are held in properly. So when I plugged that into this new cable, only the 3 one is actually held in by a clip. The 2 one is just kind of jammed in there and could fall out at any minute. So my computer could fall apart at any minute. It also might not have enough cooling. Like, with the graphics card in, like, you have the edge of the graphics card here, yeah, on this is in my recent one, and then you've got about maybe a fingertips width, and then you've got the cooling system for the CPU. It's probably going to burst into flames at some point. This is, it'd be fine. It'll be alright.
Yo, this thing is crazy.
I'm gonna,
This thing is crazy.
I'm all for people talking, but I don't care. One day you're gonna give me enough money to build a new PC. You're already planning $1 for every subscriber. You better not. I like how I say you better not, but I don't do anything to stop you. You know, like I could have refunded you that 100 you gave me the other day, and I haven't. So it's not like I mean don't, but at the same time, don't. I feel and it's not like, you know, I think I deserve the world, you know, I think I'm the most important person, but I just think you've got better things to spend that kind of money on. Like, just think about all the characters you could get in Honkai Star Watch or whatever. Da, 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 $2 then. Yeah, to be fair, Halo, if you're going off Twitch subscribers, then fine. It would just be like £2. Bustin'. I think you should instead of going off of subs, go off average viewer count. And remove any of the things that don't make sense. So, you know, don't count the one that's got 11,000 viewers, because that video doesn't count. That's an anomaly, that is. Statistically, my videos get like 100 views at most. Oh, average, I mean. Da, 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 da. What is going... Why does it feel so weird to walk along the edge here? I wonder if you can make a TF2 server where all the character models just T-pose. You probably can. Server creators can do a lot in Team Fortress. You can also see, well, you can't see. You can also see just how dusty this is. Bustin'. What always impressed me, like when I first started getting into PC gaming, is how much of the computer is like not computational power. Like on the graphics card, all of the weight and the majority of this is just the cooling for it. Like the actual card is tiny. Well, it's not tiny, but you know, it's just a thin bit of like silicon or whatever. The rest of the weight is just all cooling for it. I put it over there because I'm gonna keep fucking playing with it if I don't. I'm gonna do whatever. I like it. I don't do A-posing very often in Team Fortress, but occasionally when I feel like it, when I feel like getting up to a little bit of mischief, you know, you do the old A-pose heavy stare at the enemy from really far away trick, freak them out, you know. It was, to be fair, I only ever did it when I used to play on 2 Fort a lot. 2 Fort's the fun. 2 Fort's the sort of map you can get away with it because no one plays that game for serious, for realsies. I can hear a Japanese girl singing in my ears, and I don't know who it is. Is that a sign of insanity? Want to find out. Oh, it's Moe's shop. Oh, that's why I kind of recognized it. Moe. Doi Tashimashite, it's me, Senor Moe. Dead. I remember seeing Soviet Womble play on this map. Dead. Dead. Shit. Uh-oh. Stinky. Hi, zombie. Don't be mean to me and my three subscribers, zombie. I think I do currently have 3 Twitch subs. Sometimes I look at my number of Twitch subs and I'm like, where have these come from? Like last month I had like 6, and it's like, who are you? I know who they were. Saying it sounds stupid. It sounds like I don't pay attention. I know who it is. Is Vish still broken? I think so, yes. I mean, I haven't relogged, so it's possible that it It's possible that it's been fixed, but I doubt it. Yeah, fuck off. I haven't played it. I didn't play it yesterday. When I tried to, I think when I tried to play yesterday. No wait, the day before, it wouldn't load. So I gave up and went and played something else. Hi Diet. Wait, hold on. Hi Diet. Just yeah, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. I was starting to think that you had died.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
It's not that isn't working, is it? Can you hear that? Sorry,
Mission ends in
could you hear the feeling a bit hoarse thing? No. Okay. So yeah, that's fucking broken. Somehow me installing a new graphics card broke all my audio. I don't know how. It broke all my notifications. It broke all my settings. It's not WoW. WoW didn't break shit. If there's but if there's a moderator around, can you refund this for 1,000 points off the thing? Off the horsecock thing. But you've got yourself an online GF Diet. Have you do you know that they are a woman? Then it's not just like a man named Esteban. What are these heavies doing? These are. Just gonna leave those heavies alone. Oh, this guy here doesn't. Oh no, he's learnt. What? How dare he? What's wrong with a man named Esteban as your GF? There's nothing wrong with them having it, but it's just, you know, what? But if that's not what you wanted, you know, the most important part is if it's what you wanted. It's not. It's about whether or not they're lying to you. If cool. Shit. That's embarrassing. If you're expecting, you know, a woman named Francesca, and you get, you know, a 6'2" man named Esteban from Portugal, well, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed. You're 6'4", so you're bigger. You would be pleasantly surprised. Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. You take it however you will. I would just be a little bit concerned if they were lying to me about such a thing. I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Thank you. That's that scout from earlier. There's the heavies. How's my diabetes speedrun? Well, I had Monster earlier today. And I also had a cookie earlier as well. And about 600 grams of sugar on my Weetabix. And last night I ate like half a sleeve of Oreos. It's going pretty well. Like we are currently on pace for world record. We are on world record pace currently. We're doing well. Weetabix doesn't have sugar, it's all wood chippings. Yeah, which is why I put the sugar on top. To make it not taste like wood chippings. Da, 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 da. That defeats the whole point. No, it doesn't. I'm still getting the good bits out of Weetabix. I'm just adding bad bits. It's supposed to make you miserable and forget about masturbating, like Kellogg wanted. Weetabix isn't made by Kellogg's. I don't think. That's that's a cornflake, that is, that you're thinking about. You would say something, but you weren't. Ooh, rotunda. Ah. I didn't have any coffee today, if that helps. I didn't have my usual heavily sugared coffee that I usually would. I have to join Shark Bay. Shark Bay is like one of those maps that I don't seem to be able to get out of. Hydrate, oh yeah.
Competition begins in 60 seconds.
You'll find me again somehow. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-da. I am actually a bit hungry. I have only eaten Weetabix today, which isn't too unusual, but you know. I ate McDonald's yesterday. Oh yeah, I ate a load of McDonald's as well. That was another thing that adds to the diabetes speedrun from yesterday. You're willing to share more when Ryo's absent? If you would like to.
Competition begins in 10 seconds.
You don't have to.
3, 2, 1.
There's a shark back there, look at it. I like that shark. That's a cool shark. His tail's a little bit jittery. American shark. His head doesn't seem to move. Like, he doesn't really move how I expect a shark to move. I like it. I also like that the icon for this map does just have the shark just sort of in the corner of it. It just looks completely out of place. Short king. That's what I am. You know that Stalin was shorter than me? I mean, that might sound weird, but I always used to think that Stalin was like 9 foot tall. But nah, he was like 5'2" or something. Or like 4'8". It's like 3'3", I think. You like Soldier because it's more accurate, but he's also too slow. That's where you learn to rocket jump. Or if you play it enough, then you don't notice that it's slow, because this is all you ever know. Hi, Cheetah. I'm not pouring water on my head, but I did spill water down me, so, you know. What the fuck? I did read it, Diet. Don't worry. I'm not you know, I'm not qualified to say anything too much, but don't worry. I do read you. It was the most useless spy ever. Your gaming chip. Fuck off. Your gaming chair broke yesterday, so now you gotta use a kitchen chair. I did that for a while, and my dad was like, don't do that. sometimes it's nice to... Fuck, where did he go? Turn my eyes for like a second. Sometimes it's nice to just use a chair that's like irregular, you know? What is playing in my ears? I have heard that gaming chairs are not very good for you. You know. That they, as far as chairs go, it's, you know, you might just be better getting like a normal office chair as opposed to a gaming chair. I'm starting to get warm now. You liked your gaming chair? My old gaming chair had like all the fake leather coming up on it, because I just had it for a while. This has the foam on this is also coming out the side, because this one was meant to have like here it was meant to have armrests, you know, and it was meant to have armrests, but with those armrests on, I couldn't tuck the chair under, I couldn't tuck the chair underneath my desk, and so I had to take them off, which is actually a part of the actual structural integrity of the, part of the structure of the chair is all those armrests, so it does squeak a lot. Does Cheetah know who you are, or should you? I don't know if Cheetah knows who you are. Diet's our resident doctor. Cheetah's been around for a long time, in and out. Cheetah would be going in and out. That's disrespectful. I can't say that. Yeah. You love respawning, going through a teleporter and having an Ubered heavy in your face. That's always the fun part. That's what makes going through a teleporter fun. You're the most antisocial prick you can find. No, that's me. I'm the most antisocial prick you can find. I refuse to talk to anyone. I've recently even my friend who I used to think was pretty antisocial, I've learned recently that I've recently learned that he's like able to hold conversations with people. You got an ad? The fuck? Or are you? Shit, are you in the ad, or have you gotten out of the ad? People, it seems very, very up and down, like very It seems very. Some people get ads and some people don't, and it doesn't seem to matter whether or not you've got ad block or not. Some people do and some people don't. I haven't got ads enabled. Well, I do, but I don't. I'm an affiliate, so Twitch puts ads on what I do. But yeah, I still don't really understand how ads work on Twitch, like from a creator point of view. Sometimes people get ads at the start, sometimes get them part way through. I made sure to wherever possible reduce them. To give people as little reason to sub as possible. I should download Naraka Blade Point. It's now free to play. I wondered why that was like the 5th most played game on Steam. What is it? What I have no idea what it is. I just saw the name. Run, heavy, run. Off you go. It's a battle royale in the style of like For Honor. Fighting and stuff in a very skilled manner. Do you really think I'm in a position to play a skill-based game? Battle Royales is probably shit. Battle Royales are fun, just only for about 25 minutes, and then you kind of feel like I've seen everything. Why not the average human brain has 1930 calories? That was a normal way of doing it, saying that. I did not know that. But that means that I could get like over half of my daily intake of calories just by eating a brain. Eating brain, I think some people might say. Can't say that, it's disgusting. All Battle Royale games are shit. No, they're fine. I had fun playing Fortnite when I did. I don't play it anymore, and I haven't played it in a long time. I'm gonna fucking run away. I enjoyed PUBG for the brief time that I played it, and I enjoyed Fortnite for the brief time that I played it. I have a video on my YouTube channel from when I played Fortnite on stream. I won. And a disease that would eat away your own brain, which we know ain't good with my Alzheimer's. Nothing. Yeah, that's changed to 2 now. Oh, that's the number of people who have died in the died to the sharks. I thought when I saw that, look, because you can see that the number isn't attached to the wall. You can see that it's a little bit off. And so when I saw that as a 0, I was like, hold on, that texture's too high a quality for it to not be like baked in. And now I know why. It's because it counts the number of people that die in the die to the shark, who fall in the water.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Embrace British tradition. There you go. Nothing wrong with getting a few brain diseases from eating brains. It's where, you know, it builds up, it helps your immune system, doesn't it? You mind? No, that's not it. It builds up. You gotta eat a few brains to build up your immune system. I don't know how many calories I consume a day, but my friend's always telling me to eat more. I ate like quite a few yesterday. I ate 20 chicken nuggets and a large fries from McDonald's yesterday, so the bad game has nothing to do with the video game is because they use the same mechanic slot machine and gambling. So dopamine hits making you play more and even maybe even some. Yes, you could say that about any free-to-play game. Also, hello, aren't you a fucking gacha player? You're a gacha player, and like a lot of us, also play War Thunder. Although, in your defense, you have said that you don't play War Thunder as much recently, which fair enough. I think the people who play what's it called games know what they're getting into. Not everyone, you know, I think most games are like that. The only games that aren't like that are like single player story games. Zombit. Don't mind me. Da, 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 ba, ba, da, da. The issue with battle royales is the luck-based games disguising themselves as skill-based games. That just sounds like you're not very good at them. Yep. Coming out with the hot takes. No! Hey, you could say the same thing about, you could say the same thing, like, with, like, deck building games as well. Oh yeah, I could go check the poster. Yeah, it's gone up to 6. To be fair, I didn't see what it was before, but it's definitely going up. So I assume it's working. Da 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 da. Hearthstone is still a skill-based game with a bit of luck. Yeah, but you could build the best deck ever, but if you don't get any of the cards that you put in there, then it's still gonna be luck. That means you feel like you're watching. You feel like you're God watching over me with this webcam. Yeah, if I just never if I just never had the stream like turned off, I could just have this on at all times, and you could just see me going about my day. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Fucking poor spy. Goddamn slice of life anime. Oh, sorry, spy. Oh, never mind. It's only a spy that died. Get rid of that. Die to that. Slice of bread anime. You would see if you had a glimpse into the life of me, you would just see me sitting here looking like the most depressed human being on the planet. The moment that the stream goes off, I sit in silence for like 4 minutes, just not moving. Just absolutely miserable. Just 10 people. I need health. I would like a health kit, please. That's right, it's me going to the shop for more Monster. I don't know if I'll buy any more now that I've used this last one I drank had been in the fridge for probably almost a couple of weeks at this point. And I just drank it because I felt like it. Oh, that's the edge there. I should do a sleep stream. No. Because I don't want you to see what I look like while sleeping. I don't want you. What if I get a boner in the middle of the night. Dun, 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 dun. So many pyros just take it to pushing people off the edge. I'm not at a point where I'm comfortable being on camera all the time. That's the real problem with it doing a sleep stream. With just doing an always on stream in general, is that it requires me to be always on. That's what it's all about.
Our control point is being captured.
I don't really get how you could do always on streams unless, like, obviously if it's for an event, that's different because it's like, all right, for this next couple of days I've decided that I'm going to be always on.
Ends in 60
But
seconds.
I can't understand just doing it without it being an event. That's the only reason you want one. No. I'm far too miserable the moment that the stream ends for anything like that. Bread cooking stream. I'm going to do one at some point, but I need to. It's the same with a lot of these stream ideas. I just can't do them while I'm living at home. I want to do a baking stream where I make bread. But I need to have the space to do it. And I don't currently. I'd just make pizza. That's what I'd do, because that's something that I'd probably eat. I don't care what you say, because I don't like food. Food. A bread mukbang? You can't have a bread mukbang. Well, the thing is, I don't eat that much. Like, I cannot, like, I just physically cannot eat that much. Like, I've looked at the amount, I've looked at the amount that I eat when, like, when I order pizza or whatever. I look at that and I just imagine, like, if I was to cram it into a ball, yeah, I imagine what that would look like compared to me, and it's like half of my body weight. It wouldn't be a mukbang. It would just be me eating like a normal, like what I usually do, because I don't eat that much. Confirmed bread is 2 kilograms. Might as well be. I just sort of actually I don't want to play Pyro Shot or like that. I just want to do anything else really. I'm at 1.5 max. I don't want to play Pyro. I want to play something else. Like damn man. Like so for example, if I order, I don't want to do combat medic. I'm too bad at medic to be able to do anything like that. Engineer next round. Maybe. The other day I ordered Pizza Hut. Yeah. Oh.
30 seconds.
If this there's not actually anyone in I'm gonna queue for anyone. The other day I ordered Pizza Hut and like this was just a plain sort of like thick pizza, and I ate like 3/4 of it, and like I couldn't eat any more. Like say I just couldn't. Sorry, I mean, I kept it. I ate it the next day, but still. It's like, that'd be what a mukbang would be. It'd be me eating 3/4 of a pizza and then go, whoa, I'm stuffed. In Maya and Halo, stop complaining about fucking battle royales. Halo doesn't like them. Maya might do. It's fine. You don't have to play them. Oh, the seals have disappeared. The game has been falling apart. Like, the seals just don't spawn for me anymore, and I don't know why.
Three, two, one. Feed that seed.
Look, it's like even the truck isn't. The truck hasn't spawned. Ba-da-da. Oh, I can't go on that one. Thank you, Heavy. Ba-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Try and fix it. It'll be. I mean, if I just if I just reset the game, it'd probably fix it. All right. I just can't bother to reset the game. Partly because, you know, the stream's not going to be going for that much longer, so there's not really any point. The fuck? What the Alright. Is that the same thing up there? I can't see, but I assume so. Okay. Do I have the coconut JPEG that keeps the game alive? Of course. Twin head, twice as effective. All new, dual-bladed scythe from the innovative tilling and crop harvesting. Ah. I do. Oh. Oh, there's something in there that's not loading either. I like that some games do just fall apart the longer you play them for. You thought it was a cow? I was disappointed to find that that was just a myth, that someone just made it up. I was like, I was all in on this, the idea that there was a picture in the game files that was like, that would break the game if you deleted it. I was like, that sounds great. I'd love Team Fortress to have a file that breaks the entire game if you delete it. Considering you can delete all the game, you can delete all textures in the game and it still be playable. I was like, I was all in. I was like, yeah, go on. That sounds like something they'd do. And then people came along and was like, no, you've been lied to. You've been bamboozled. They've had the wool pulled over your eyes. You said it was a cow. It's part of the summer update. Huh? Did anyone ever get worried by the strange little noises that I make sometimes? Because I am. 20 seconds spawn and go. Wrench handlers, agriculture maintenance. Oh. Petit chou-fleur floral. Ah. Mon petit chou-fleur. Oh ho ho. You are my petit chou-fleur. You are mon petit déjeuner. Stuff disappearing. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, this is part of this is a summer update map, so it always breaks down. Everything breaks. And Team Fortress 2 constantly breaks. Is there a way, Halo, of like seeing like an audit log of the thing of what gets deleted out of chat? I don't think there is there? Because a number of times I see people get I see things like that happen all the time. So yeah, I see things like that yeah, I see things get deleted, but you know, they just delete it and they don't show me. Also, something that's mildly annoying is that if someone gets banned from Twitch in between you finishing a stream and the VOD, well, just and the VOD existing really, their chats are removed from the VOD, and it's mildly annoying when you need it for something. I'm looking at Cinder. You could, after that it went into mod view and you couldn't see it anymore. It's fucking Twitch is dying. Twitch is dead. Twitch is dead. Everyone switch to Facebook. There's some plugins that could help. Very. I don't need to know that much. You have PTT where you can click on. I've got PTT. I think. Get wrecked, Scrubula. It's me, Scrubulon. I'm here to scrub you, Lon. Sure. Ba-da-da-dun, ba-dun, da-da-da-dun, da-dun, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da.
The seals will start being released and currently stacked.
Da-da-da-da-da. I haven't got anything to say, by the way. I've hit the point where I've ran out of words. Hi, Diet. What do you mean you're alive again? You got what's it called? You got timed out for a second. I only for oh, that's unfortunate. I'm ignoring you. I'm go. You wanted to ask for spicy games on Itch.io or Itch.io. No spicy games. Nothing here get any spice here. This is Twitch. Da, 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 da. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna finish here because I'm bored. Well, not that I'm bored, but I'm also I'm getting tired and I've quickly drained. But it's been fine. I've been fine today. I will alright. I'm going to none of them work, Diet. I don't know why. For some reason all my notification sound effects have just fucked off. Where's my thing? There it is. I will see you lot in like 4 days or however long it is until Monday. Time means nothing to me. I will be back then. Thank you for watching, and take care, I guess. Yeah. Bye bye. Fucking hold on. Yeah. See. Bye.